know craft beer? Then you know these two names. But which one is truly better? Pliny the Elder, Blind Pig. We're going to do a special head-to-head battle, if you will. And we're going to decide which one of these Russian River Titans is truly the better beer right after the theme song. Welcome in, everybody. Yours truly, Nutmeg 2 Palmetto, with a very special head-to-head beer matchup. Two Russian River Titans, the ones that battled out along the interwebs and the craft beer community as what's the better beer? Maybe some of you say, what's the best beer? And that, of course, is the legend Pliny the Elder and the legend Blind Pig. So, bottle-wise, bottled on 10/17/23. So it's up there a little bit. It's the last week of January / first week of February when I'm recording it. So it's up there a little bit, but that's okay. It's been nice and cold, and it's got, Pliny's actually got a nice little, a lot of stuff on the bottle actually. Where does this, it's got a little messaging that goes all the way around the label. Respect your elder, keep cold, drink fresh, do not age. Pliny the Elder is a historical figure. Do not make the beer inside this bottle one. I think it was already about 2 months old when I got it. I think I got it at the end of December. Not a barley wine style ale. Do not age. Age your cheese, not your Pliny. Respect hops consumed fresh. Does not improve with age. Hoppy beers are not meant to be aged. Keep away from heat. If you must sit on eggs, not on Pliny. Do not save for a rainy day. Pliny is for savoring, not for saving. Consume Pliny. Well, you're really yelling at me about that one, I guess, huh? Anyway, and a little bit on the side. Pliny the Elder was a Roman naturalist, scholar, historian, and author. In his writings, he refers to lupus solitarius, meaning wolf among scrubs. Ain't got no scrubs. Sorry. Like an early reference to hop vines growing wild among willows. Pliny the Elder died in 79 AD while saving people during the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. He was immortalized by his nephew and adopted son, Pliny the Younger. There's a name for one of the other Plinies. Pliny the Elder, the beer, is a full-bodied, hop-forward, double IPA. Keep it refrigerated and consume fresh. Do best enjoy this beer's intense hop character. It is a solid 8% on the nose. Blind Pig, no yelling at me on the side there. It's bottled 11/9, so it's a little fresher. Russian, what do we got on the side? Blind Pig is a Prohibition era term for a speakeasy. Okay, interesting. Our very first brewery was named Blind Pig Brewing Company, which was located in Temecula, California. It was here that we first fell in love with IPA and hops. Our Blind Pig IPA is generously hopped with hints of citrus, woody notes, and a lingering bitterness. Keep refrigerated and consume fresh. Do best enjoy this beer's intense hop character. This checks in at a much more mild 6.25 alcohol percentage. What do we have on Untapped? For Pliny, confirms the ABV at 8, a hearty IBU count of 100, a ton of check-ins, 831,337 unique, 310,320. That's the unique, sorry, the 831 was the total. Of which ranked 285,029, very, very respectable 4.5. Pliny the Elder, brewed with Amarillo, Centennial, CTZ, Cascade, Warrior, and Simcoe hops, not on the bottle, but on Untapped, hashtag hops for Drew. Well balanced with malt, hops, and alcohol, slightly bitter with aromas, citrus, pine, and floral. Let's go with Blind Pig. What do you have on Untapped? 270,686. Unique 142,000, I could speak. 169. Ranked 128,986. Not quite as high global ranking, but very respectable, 4.15. ABV is confirmed. IBU count significantly less at 70. A full-bodied West Coast-style IPA, true to its style, is as hop forward with just enough malt character and alcohol to balance it out. Low, moderate citrus, orange, grapefruit, floral, pine, resin, malt and yeast, minimal contribution. So no hops listed on here, but it was going to use my everyone hates West Coast IPA's glass for Pliny, but since Blind Pig lists that as a West Coast IPA, I think I'll switch that around. So, as we've got some bottle caps to pop open, get rid of those. And hard pour, of course. And this might be just clear enough to see nobody likes West Coast IPAs through the beer, huh? I think so. Now for Pliny. This is actually extremely clear as well. I'll tell you one thing, like I said over and over and over again, you want a real West Coast IPA, make sure you get one from the West Coast, whether that's Oregon with Great Notion or any of the great breweries in California. For whatever reason, we on the East Coast think West Coast IPA are supposed to be copper colored and malty and dark and murky and all that stuff. No, that's not correct. Sorry, not correct at all. So, as you can see, kind of, but there's still quite a bit ahead on that. It is very clear. There's a little bit of a cloud to Blind Pig. It's not completely crystal clear, but it's fairly clear. I can definitely see the letters on the other side. See the shadow, my shadow through the glass. Big white head. So Blind Pig has this very sweet, raw, pure orange aroma. Super citrusy, pretty sweet. And interestingly enough, you heard the rankings on Untappd. Pliny is much more favorable, although they're both over 4. Much more favorable compared to Blind Pig, but in my experience, talking with other beer people, they more often than not they like Blind Pig better. So, and then Pliny on the nose. Similar kind of color. It's got a little bit of a cloud to it, not completely clear, and the head's also very white. Okay, they definitely have different aromas. Pliny has a little bit of that sweet raw orange note, but there's a significant floral and herbal type of note in there as well. Yeah, so pretty comparable, but the sweetness is much more pronounced than Blind Pig, and there's a noticeable floral herbal essence in Pliny, which is not present at all in Blind Pig. So, I don't know which one to try first. Let's do Blind Pig first, because the aroma, if it has more of that sweeter profile, it's less likely to adjust to bias my palate. I would say it's quite it's got that harsh hoppy bitterness, so to speak, throughout, up front, on the aftertaste, but it's steady, it's consistent. It doesn't burn, it's not burning me out too much. It's just kind of the flavors you want from that type of West Coast IPA, and they're very steady all the way through. Try to cleanse my palate a little bit. Watch this, watch completely opposite, and my methodology of which to drink first was way off base. My fault for not bringing water out here with me. So, Pliny? Similar. So, similar up front. Both very similar up front. Pliny also has a bit of that hot bite up front, but it's much more smoother, getting to the middle of your palate and into the aftertaste. I've still got a little bit of the blind pig in the back of my palate, but that one's I could tell that Pliny's got a much smoother mouthfeel. It tastes a bit more carbonated. You don't get those floral, herbal type of notes that you did on the aroma. It's quite smooth for the bitterness. It's quite smooth for the alcohol percentage for sure. And I think I'm going to surprise people and go with Pliny over Blind Pig on this one by a hair. Blind Pig is still quite good, but the Pliny's just a bit more smoother, and considering the advanced gravity on it, that's nothing to tip your hat about. And I can tell you, because I tried that one first, I'm not biased by palate, because that one should be the one that gets dwarfed since I drank that one first, but I prefer that one better. So that'll wrap it up for that. Pliny versus Blind Pig. I'm taking Pliny, but you know what? If you put either one of them in front of me, I wouldn't turn them down. Cheers, friends. See you next time.